guys, welcome back to TayMysticalMermaidLight. So this is going to end up being a pick-a-card reading, but I actually came on here just to share a brief message with you guys today. Sorry guys, I'm already tongue-tied. It's been a long day. The message that I came on here to share with you guys is about mindfulness, okay? Just being mindfulness. I had so many messages to share with you guys, and it all came back down to mindfulness. Today, just to give you an idea, today I woke up and I took a shower, but I had, just an example, I brought some new product and I wanted to try it out. And as I was rubbing this product on my body, I was like, oh, I like this. I can buy this again. I like this brand. I like what they represent. And as I got out the shower, I was like, but they are kind of expensive. And I was like, but I like them. And I was like, but is it different than anything else, than any other brand that I have? Does it make a difference? And as I was doing this, it was an oil that I was using on my body. As I was putting on the oil, this is crazy. I heard this like so clear. My angels told me, they were like, this is a good brand. It's close-knit compared to some of the other brands that I already have. It's more of a family ran business that went big. And they said they put a lot of love into it. And what's crazy is as I was putting the oil on, I could feel that. I could feel the energy. So I want to share that there is a different frequency that different products give off, like different brands. So you can have like one body oil that's from one brand. You have another body oil that's from another brand. They had different frequencies based on the company's brand itself and what it represents and who creates it and also what's in the product. We already know that. So basically, I want to share that. I thought that was really strange, but that's a simple key of mindfulness. I was in a moment of surrender. I was just zen. I didn't have any noise going on. I was just meditating, it was mindfulness. Like I was being mindful with rubbing the oil into my body. When I was in the shower, I was being mindful. And my angel's pointing out something to me because I carry a lot of tension in my body, especially my neck, my shoulders. And they brought it to my attention that I needed to give more love to my body, just in general. Now, just to give you guys a little info about me, I have body dysmorphia. I still think that I'm a size 12, and I'm not a size 12, but I still think I'm a certain size. And I have anxiety. I have like really bad anxiety sometimes. Like it can get so bad that I'll have like chest pain, heart pain. I've even been to the ER for it several times. I've had panic attacks. I've even had where I've been driving and I'll have an anxiety attack and I'll forget where I am. So I can have really bad anxiety attacks and panic attacks. And just overall in general anxiety. I also have Ocd Trichotillomania. Now, a lot of you won't know what that is, but there's different how do I say it? Some people have it really bad. There's different levels to it, but ever since I was 7, I've always pulled my eyebrows and eyelashes out. It's just something that sometimes I don't know I'm doing, and sometimes I am aware that I'm doing it, but it's something I've been doing since I was a child. It was triggered from when my mom had breast cancer. That's the only thing that the therapist could figure out, the psychologist could figure out, is because my mom had just originally been diagnosed, and then I started doing that. So it was like something I was just doing to kind of relieve stress, and I still do it, unfortunately. But I just carry a lot of tension. I get anxious, I get worked up. I'm an overthinker, you guys. Like I overthink so much. And then on top of that, I'm an empath and I pick up on energy because I'm a medium and a psychic. So when I'm around people, I'm picking up on different energies. I'm picking up on people's anxiety. I'm picking up on depression and anger. And I'm also picking up on love and joy. So I'm just kind of like a sponge to different energies. And I have to remind myself that, okay, look, you need to be aware of what's your energy and what's not your energy. And you need to stay grounded. So today, let me just share this with you guys. Today was amazing. And I believe this is a full moon. That's how good it's been. I haven't even been thinking about rituals. I haven't even been thinking about the full moon. I've just been in my zone. And I mean, that's not a bad thing to think about it. But for me, it's just like, sometimes I get so, I'm also a perfectionist, you guys. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, it's a full moon. I want my altar to be a perfect way. I have to manifest this at this time. I need to release this and manifest this and write this out and use this color candle. I get like really in my head about my rituals, and I want things done a certain way. And often when things don't go my way, like I freak. I'm like, okay, I did not do this at this time. I didn't do this. And I'm learning surrender. Even with school, like for example, I missed a huge quiz. That never happens. I am on top of my A game. It's probably my Virgo rising, but I'm always on my ish. I'm like, okay, gotta do this, gotta do that. And I just had a week where I was so weak. But I was just like, so kind of like just out, like laid out, you guys, because TMI, I forgot what the term is, but I have really bad menstrual cycles where I used to miss school because of it. Like I bleed a lot, I get weak, and sometimes I can get dizzy. And it was just one of those weeks where it was really bad. My ladies, you understand, like it was just so bad that I was only getting up to give my babies, my 3 dogs, their medication, their food. I was getting up to use the bathroom and to take a shower and eat, and that's all. And then I would come back. And so during that time, I missed a huge quiz for school, 40 points. And it's for a class that I love. So I was just like really hard on myself. Then on top of that, my other class that I had, I almost missed that quiz. Like I only got 4 questions done. And that is like a hell no in my book. Like I'm telling you, I am on my ish. So when that happened, and I was late on some assignments, I mean, I got them done, but they weren't done they weren't perfected the way I wanted to perfect them. And so I was just really hard on myself. And I said, okay, Taylor, this is teaching you something. It's teaching you to surrender. It's teaching you to relax because you've been going. And now your body needs to relax. Yes, you messed up. Yes, you missed out on certain things, but you can't do anything about it now. What good is it gonna, cause? What good is it gonna do for you to be like, well, woulda, shoulda, coulda, if I did this and I had been like this? I was just going through a lot. One of my dogs had a health scare. But she's fine now. It's just a lot going on. And I told myself, you have to surrender. You have to be mindful. But when I get worked up, you guys, just sometimes I have a hard time remembering things. I'm like, oh, I gotta handle this, I gotta handle that, I gotta handle this, I gotta handle that. And usually I'm the last person. Like I'm the last thing on my list to take care of. And that's not the way to do things. And this is why I take time doing readings, because I never want to give a reading when I'm not in my full energy, when I'm not clear, because that you'll give a disheveled reading. And that's not what I do. You guys know I'm a perfectionist. If those who have gotten readings with me, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my readings. I often go over time, which is probably not good for my health, but I often go over time just because I don't like readings that are rushed. And I don't like when the timer goes off and you still have a message to share. I'm not one of those readers who's like, okay, well, that's it. Let me wrap it up. You can book another reading with me. It's just not who I am. I don't believe in doing that to people. I feel like if you paid for a reading, you want to get the full messages. And if it goes over, it goes over. That means that there's more to be shared in that session. That's just the way I roll. So sometimes I realize that I overwork myself. I put a little bit too much of myself in my work, in my classes, even with socializing, you guys. I'm the worst socializer. Remember I just said I had anxiety? I have social anxiety too. So I'm the type of person, I'll be walking, someone say, good morning. I'll say, hey, good night. Oh, good day. Good morning. What time is it? Good morning. I'm like one of those people that'll stumble over their words and say something that doesn't make sense just because I'm anxious or I'm not thinking. I have my mind on different things. I'm the type of person who you'll text me in January, right? You text me January 1st. I may not get back. I may not get back to you until March 1st. That's how quirky and my brain is just in different places. It's like, okay, I gotta handle this, I gotta handle that. And then a lot of people don't realize that it's just me. Like, I don't have parents to rely on. It's just me. So I'm taking care of things, and I'm handling things, and it's hard, you guys. It's really hard. Adulting is hard. Grief is hard. That's one of the biggest things that I'm dealing with right now is grief. And I'm learning so much about grief and the different levels. And it's a lot, you guys. So, and that's something I'm going to deal with for the rest of my life, you know? So it's just about balance. You know, your healers need healing too. We're not perfect, and we're not, you know, people to be placed on pedestals. In my opinion, you shouldn't put anyone on a pedestal, because we're all imperfect, you know, and we all have things that we're going through and working out. And for me, I care about peace. I care about positivity. And that's why I made those videos on my channel where I mentioned, you know, please don't ask about timestamps. And I'm sorry to keep going over and over about it, but it's just like, when you take so much of your energy to give to something, and you just feel like people are nagging and going at, you know, like leaving comments about little things, it's just overwhelming. And you just feel like, man, like, come on, you guys, life is short, you know, don't whine about stuff like that. Just say thank you and keep it moving, you know, or don't say anything at all. Because I come from a place of love. I love to give love. I love to see people smile. I like to see people happy. I like when my readings are able to resonate with people. But I like when things are just peaceful and easy, you know, like easy-go-lucky. I love that energy. And that's what I want my channel to be like. I want my channel to be easy-go-lucky, happy. When you come to my channel, I hope it makes you laugh. I hope it makes you inspired. I hope it gives you, you know, creative ideas and thoughts. I hope that it makes you feel happier, you know. And if you are stressed out or going through something, I pray that you watch a video of mine. Even if the reading doesn't resonate, I pray that you can say, okay, Taylor's crazy, like she crazy, and you laugh. Or maybe you go watch a movie that I told you to go watch, or maybe you go listen to a song that I told you to listen to, you know. Maybe you get inspired to do something you've always wanted to do. I care about that. I care that you walk away getting something that you needed, you know, something that inspires you or uplifts you. I'm a healer, you guys. I'm a life coach. Everybody keeps calling me a life coach. I am a life coach, but I often don't use that term when I'm speaking with people. I'm just like, I'm just a healer, type psychic tarot reader medium. That's all. And they're like, no, don't downplay yourself. A lot of people are like, no, don't do that. You know, be confident in, you know, your qualities and your capabilities. And I'm learning that too. So, I think we all just need to take time to be mindful of ourselves. It all comes back to that. Being confident, you know, listening to ourselves, listening to our body when our body's tired, listening to our mind. What kind of thoughts are we having? You know, are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling worried? Why are you feeling anxious? Why are you feeling worried? You know, is there anything you can do about it? If you can't, then you have to surrender, right? Surrender, you know. If you can't take care of everything in one day, that's fine. If you can't, you know, handle everything all at once, don't be afraid to reach out to people, you know, reach out to trustworthy people, reach out to a therapist. You know, there's ways to get, you know, therapy and treatment, that, you know, for free. There is, okay? So just keep looking. Don't let anyone tell you that isn't possible. There are ways, okay? And don't feel afraid to call hotlines. If you ever feel like giving up or quitting, don't ever feel afraid to call, you know, out for help, reach out for help. You know, it's hard sometimes, but sometimes you have to do that. You have to do it for yourself. You have to find something to live for, to fight for, in life. And honestly, as I'm saying this to you, I'm speaking to myself as well, because I've dealt with depression. I've dealt with suicidal, you know, thoughts, and even have tried to go that route. So I'm telling you guys this because I want to be open with you guys and to tell you who I am. I'm not just like, you know, all hands, you know, all you see are my hands shuffling and, hey guys, you know, real people go through real things. You know, it's not always peace, love, and light. That's just not the way life works. Okay, it's not always going to be light, love, 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 peace, 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 joy, joy, joy. Get in alignment, get centered, go ground yourself. It's not always going to be that. Sometimes it's going to be like, you know what? I've had enough today. I'm tired. I'm drained. I don't want to talk to nobody. It's going to be those days where you don't feel like getting up. You're not going to feel like taking a shower. You're not going to feel like brushing your teeth. You're not going to feel like doing anything. And that's okay. I think sometimes we're too hard on ourselves. And you guys just heard, I'm hard on myself. So I'm learning self-love and self-care. And sometimes you have to rely on the support. It's not codependent when you reach out for help, okay? Now, using people as a crutch, putting your weight on people in a way where you feel like it's their responsibility to heal you, that's where it becomes codependent, because it's no one's responsibility to heal you but you, okay? And that is just the hard truth, okay? But don't feel afraid to reach out for support, to let someone know, so you know what, I'm dealing with this. Are you emotionally available to hear me out? I need a listening ear. And like I said, there are people who are in the profession of doing that. So don't be afraid to reach out to people. Don't feel afraid to reach out to a hotline. Don't feel afraid to say, you know what? Part of my self-love and self-care routine is going to be to get a therapist, because I don't know how to do anything I'm doing right now. I'm anxious and I'm having a hard time, or I'm just stressed. And sometimes you just need somebody to vent to that doesn't have a biased, opinion, So, don't be afraid to do that, you guys. Like I said, I'm able to give a lot of good advice and help. I'm not a health professional. I'm not in the mental health, profession, but I'm able to give support and guidance, but there's only so far that I can go, you guys. There's only so far that I can go, because I don't have those expertise. So that's where, people forget that tarot isn't it's not a, how do I say it? It's not to be used to heal you for mental health or anything like that. It's just a tool that people use to give across information, guidance. But tarot, when you go to tarot channels and you watch pick a cards, that it's just for entertainment. It especially when it's on YouTube or different platforms like that, because it's a general reading. It could be for you, it may not be for you. Bits and pieces may be for you. It may be for you in the future. It may not be for you at all. And then some people won't resonate with you at all, right? You may look at a reader and be like, yeah, I'm not resonating with these readings. I like them, but I'm not resonating with these readings. That's fine. The point is, it's general and it's on a platform, so it's entertainment. Now, private readings, if you're with a good reader, they could resonate strongly, okay? But even those you can't take too close to heart, because energy changes, the reading could change. You could totally change your mind and do something totally different. It can throw the whole reading. So I tell people, you have to take things with a grain of salt. You have to take things lightly, and don't allow what people say to get to you. I've caught some different readings from different readers, and I watch pick a cards too, okay? Occasionally. But I've heard different readers say different things. And it's like, ooh, I don't want to receive that. And that's something else I want to tell you guys. If you ever watch a reading, if you ever get a personal reading done, if you ever get a pick a card reading, if you ever watch a pick a card reading, or you see a reading and it triggers you, don't receive it. It's that simple. You can watch it, say, you know what, I don't receive it, and click off. I don't receive that. You could say, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I keep it going. Cancel, clear, delete. Archangel Michael, cut the cords, any negative energy that I just picked up on. Because when you watch these pick a card readings, you are picking up on the energy. So whenever you watch a reading and it's a little harsh, or the message is a little dark, you don't have to stick through it. You don't. That's your freedom. That's mindfulness, right? That's back to mindfulness. I don't have to sit through this. I don't have to listen to this. I don't have to entertain this, because it's entertainment, right? I don't have to entertain this. So it's all about mindfulness. When you're taking a shower, mindfulness. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? How's your body reacting? Back to what I was saying before. You see how I go to different subjects? You guys, I'm all over the place. Anyways, what I want to tell you is when I was in the shower today, I had a lot of areas in my body that just felt really stiff because I just holding a lot of grief, just holding a lot of weight, just a lot of worries, a lot of responsibilities. And I'm the type of person where I like my day to kind of be scheduled, where, for example, gas prices have gone up super high for I don't know what reason. So I like to do things that are like close in, look, I'm tired, close in the area, for example. So if I know I'm going to be in one place, I'm going to go, say, if there's a grocery store, if there's a Whole Foods here, I'm going to go here because this is where I can pick up dog food. Or I'm going to go here because this is where I can get gas. You know, I'm going to make sure that they're close together so I'm not going all over town because gas prices are crazy. And I don't like driving and I don't like being in traffic. So I'm the type of person who's like, okay, I know there's going to be traffic about 1, 2, 3-ish, and then it's just all hell from there. So I need to be able to leave the house at this time to make it to my, make it to the grocery store here, to make it to this grocery store, go pick this up for my dogs, go pick this up because I want it, and maybe pick up some Thai iced tea and make it home before traffic hits. That's the type of person I am. And so sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I'm running late. And I'm not even like going anywhere. It's just like, I don't want to be in traffic. So today I said, Taylor, chill. You need to chill because what's the point? You're working yourself up for what? You don't have an appointment. You just want to go and run some errands. Like, just breathe. So I took the time, and while I was in the shower and I was washing my body, I was like just thinking about life, and I just said, you know what, I surrender. And I often do shower meditations, you guys. I often do that. I always cleanse my energy in the shower. So it was as simple as this. I took some salt and I put it in with my body wash, and I just prayed, and I did some Reiki over it. And I just imagined light, silver, gold, and white light going throughout my body. And I just stayed here. I just rubbed it. And you know what I said to myself? I said, I love you, body. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You've been through a lot. Thank you. Thank you. And I just kept rubbing my body, the water, just imagining it cleansing me and going throughout my chakras. And I just stayed there. I breathed. I took my time. And then by the time I was ready to put on my oil, that's when I got that channel message about that brand. And I was just like, okay, just, feeling it. I was like, okay, I feel this. And I just think it's wow because I wasn't going to go with the brand. I was like, okay, it's nice, but the price, I'm just testing it out. But when they gave me the information about it, I was like, okay, we're going to stick with it. So much to the point where when I went out today, I even looked at more of their products in the store because I received that channel message. So be aware of the products you guys use on your body and really spend time with it. I know that sounds strange, but it's like a card deck, right? Every tarot deck, every oracle deck has its own energy. And that's why you want to make sure that you resonate with tarot and oracle cards. I'm going to do a whole video about that another day. But you want to make sure that you resonate with the energy of it. Certain cards you may resonate with more than others, and some of them you may even grow out of, okay? And don't feel ashamed if you buy a deck and all of a sudden feels icky to you. Don't feel afraid. You can sage it, you can recharge it, sit it out in the sun, sit it out in the moon cycle. And if you still aren't feeling it, you can always cleanse it and resell it or give it away So don't feel afraid to shed energy because sometimes you'll resonate with something and then you no longer resonate with it anymore. That's life, right? So basically I want to share that. But let's get back to the body message that I want to share with you guys. See how I'm like everywhere? I've said that so many times. Today I met 2 women and they were both older, way older than me in age, and both in like teaching positions in life, what they do for a career. One, she was just having a rough day. And she apologized to me. She was like, I'm sorry that I came off this way. And I said, no, you're good. And what's ironic is she had just mentioned out loud, we have to be a listening ear to others, and we can always learn from each other. And here we were having an exchange where she apologized, and I said, you're fine. No one's perfect. We have to be authentic. That's just life. We can't always be, love and light. And she appreciated that. And I told her, I said, all is well, just be real, just be you, and feel those feelings, because they're there for a reason, and those who understand will understand. So we just had this conversation. And then later on, I met this older woman. I think our energies just liked each other. Like, she had this bubbly energy, and I don't even know why we ended up talking. We just ended up talking for a very long time. And I found out that I think she's like a psychologist for people who get out of prison. She's also, trying to help them to get back into, life, and also for people who are just taken advantage of, people who are seen as minorities, people who get swept under, the rug, people who aren't paid attention to. And she's currently, I forgot what her actual title is, but she's currently helping someone who's a friend of hers try to find her son who's missing. And I pray that you guys will send a prayer. I think his name is Jesse. Can you guys pray for Jesse? And she was just teaching me so much, and I probably got a lot of what she said wrong because I've already forgotten a little bit, but she was so empowering and so inspiring. And to the point where she should start a podcast. I told her she should totally start a podcast. But she talked about women empowering women. And that's what we were just like going back and forth over. Like, we can always help each other. We don't have to be in competition with each other. We don't have to be that way. Society has kind of trained us to feel that we have to compete with each other. And this life isn't about a competition. We shouldn't be competing with anyone, because we all have our own life purpose, and we all grow and change at different rates and paces. It's not about where you should be at a certain age or what you should be getting done. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, you guys. I don't know why, but they just gave me the scene of I don't know if you guys watch Stranger Things, but remember when his sister, oh my god, what is his sister's name? The older sister, she was drunk, and she's like, it's bullshit. That's what I just got a vision of. I love how my angels give me scenes for movies and music. But anyways, it's bullshit, okay? It's full of shit. You are where you're supposed to be. There's no rush. That's another key today. Mindfulness and no rush, okay? Even if you need to go listen to that TikTok song, no rush, slow touch, whatever. But there's no rush, and be mindful, okay? When you're driving, be mindful. Take your time. But anyways, we were talking about empowering women and realizing that we can help each other. When you extend your hand out, help that other person up, Don't be afraid to help each other out. Sometimes people will be super grateful, sometimes they won't. But don't allow that one person who's ungrateful to stop you from helping other people, okay? So we just have to learn. We have to learn to be compassionate with ourselves and with others. It's mindfulness. Because today I learned a really big lesson. I could have easily had been annoyed by what this one person had said to me, and not to me, but just to a group of people. But I said to myself, everyone's having a rough day. Not everyone's having a rough day, but everyone has their rough days, so why complain? Like, why even take it personal, And then ultimately the woman ended up telling me, it's wild how that happened. We were the only ones in this room. Everyone else had left. I didn't know if she was going to still be there. But she ended up telling me, I'm sorry. And I was like, wow. See, this is why you don't take things personally, because she was going through her own thing, and she ended up telling me that. And this is where you don't react fast. Don't take anything personally. When people react, or when people lash out, or when people can sometimes seem like they're being rude, or don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. You never know what people are going through. And sometimes they are not even realizing how they sound in the moment. And then afterwards, they're going to be like, oh God, like I sounded like that, or I didn't mean to come off that way. And so this is where we have to have more compassion with others. We have to, sometimes we have to be the listening ear. Sometimes we have to, stay in our energy, and not sometimes, we always need to stay in our energy and our power, but sometimes we have to be that light, It's like quote, right? Darkness doesn't beat light. Light, hate doesn't beat, fighting hate with hate isn't going to get you anywhere. Love is that key. Even when it's not reciprocated, you can still put it out there and know that it's going to come back in some other form or some other way. So basically, back to the story with the older woman I was speaking to. Later on, the woman who was speaking about empowerment, she said, I just have so much tension in my body. Randomly, right? She said, it's just a lot with family and I'm just taking a lot. I said, you got to breathe through it. I said, you got to, send some love to that area. She said, you're right. I said, you got to send some love to that. You got to just breathe and just be mindful, be calm. And family is ultimately, usually they're the first test. They're the tester to see how you'll react to other people who aren't your family, how you're going to react to the other world. So your family is usually your first test. And, sometimes it's those we love that sometimes put us through the most stress, including ourselves, right? We put ourselves through the most. And we have to learn to have compassion. Say, you know what? Today, I'm only doing what I can do. I send you love. I'm not going to take anything personally. And sometimes you just have to wipe that energy off, that stagnant energy off, that dense energy off. And just realize that people aren't imperfect. Don't take things personally. Your body holds a lot of energy, okay? Any type of trauma you've gone through, any type of anxiety, fear, anything that's happened, stress, we hold it in different areas of our body. This is why it's important to move your body. This is why it's important to exercise and to work out. This is why it's important to, take time to ground yourself in the earth, to spend time stretching in the earth, moving around, because one, we're human beings, right? We're soul beings in a human body, but this body is still an animal. I know people don't like saying that, but we aren't like that much on a pedestal. We're not that different from other animals, right? We're smart. We're probably the smartest, but we're still in a body that, has its cravings, has its, I don't want to say it like, for example, women go into ovulation, we go into heat, right? We still have these, what is the word I'm looking for? We still have these animalistic, like, drive, we still have this energy. I don't know why I'm not getting it together right now, but you get what I'm saying. Like, we're soul beings in a human body, but our human body is still a part of this earth. So we can't forget to, we have to remember to spend time in nature. We have to remember to ground ourselves in nature, because we are very much a part of nature. Okay? We're very much a part of nature. And that's why it's important to eat foods that are from nature. That's why it's important to put all the healthy things back into our body. The healthy things are just what's natural. It's important to do that because we are what? A part of nature. And I think that's where humans kind of get messed up, is that we separate ourselves from nature. We do this with technology. We do this with being indoors all the time. We do this by, neglecting our needs, right? To get things done, or to grind, or to hustle. We have to remember that, we are one with the earth. Just like the birds go and do their thing, we need to go and do our thing, So just an example. We have to stay grounded, all right? But yeah, move your body around, you guys. Send it love and move that stagnant energy out. Sometimes when you're just feeling a lot of weight mentally, you need to move your body. Go out in nature, go move your body, go do something for you, okay? Do something that puts a smile on your face. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing something else that I wanted to tell you guys. I need to start writing down what I want to say to you guys so I can go in order and stay in that order. Because this ended up being over 30 minutes. It was only supposed to be 10. But that's really what I wanted to say to you guys. Be a listening ear to others. Be a listening ear for yourself. Mindfulness and compassion, and don't rush. Everything's going to get done when it's supposed to get done. There's divine timing at hand. Don't rush anything. You'll get there when you're supposed to get there. All right. And there's no competition. There's no comparisons. You just do you, and don't be hard on yourself. We all have different things to learn and to grow through, all types of things, because it's human life, right? It's a roller coaster of emotions. Some days you're gonna be like, whoa, this was amazing, right? And some days you're gonna be like this, child. And it's okay to feel both. And it's okay to not know what you're feeling, you know? So just be you and breathe. Breathe through it all, you know? There's a song that I put on that makes me happy. And it's called Breathe Deeper by TayMysticalMermaid. Whenever I feel low or whenever I feel anxious, I just put it on. And even when I don't feel like moving, I'm just like, come on, you know, get into it, shake it off, shake it off, you know, shake that energy off. So just take time for yourselves. It's patience, it's mindfulness, it's compassion, no rush, awareness. Don't sweat the small shit, as I always say. And take it easy on yourself. This is all a part of self-love and self-care. I hope you guys have a beautiful full moon. I don't know if I'm going to do the pick a card reading on this video. I think I'm going to do a separate pick a card reading because I told you guys I would. It's going to be a self-care, self-love one. So if you watch this, please go watch the self-love, self-care reading. Okay? I love you. You are loved. Don't forget it.